Hi everyone, how you all doing? Now today I want to talk about what's in your hand. 2020 came as a terrible time for so many of us. We experienced many losses on lives, as you know, sadly. It's just like our communities were fractured. Globally, we were fractured. Many things happened that took away from us in a devastating way. But also in 2020, it was a year of self-realization. Many people rose in such a way in doing things differently that they never had a clue that they could do. I take my daughter as a point. You would never have been able to say to her, girl, you could do some different things in church, like sound engineering and camera skills. Yet that was something that she rose up and did. She found and began to express an interest in sound engineering. She got herself trained. She got an external trainer in and got herself trained in sound engineering and also camera work. And now she is training others to do the same thing. Who would have thought? That was a million miles away from her thinking that she could do that. It was always others who would do something like that. And she's also raised up a business. And it's amazing. It's like out of the blue. It came, this creative skill around decorating through balloons. You want to see some of her beautiful creations. Go along to her Instagram page called Blank Canvas Balloons. Blank Canvas Balloon. And she's just popping up all over the place and doing what her hands find to do. What's in your hand? As for myself, I am just all over the shop, all over the place with different creative ideas and skills that have been raised up to the point that I've actually started a group in our church, and it's called the Diamond Club, and it's for entrepreneurs, people who have found new creativity, new skills. They're finding things placed in their hands that they didn't think they could do. They're finding new ideas. What's in your hand? In England, in 2020, the statistics tells us that 804,398 new business started in 2020, a year of lockdown. Under lockdown, we're never really under lockdown. There is a place that rises up on the inside. It's time to get busy. It's time to begin to put pen to paper and to begin to jot down the things that you enjoy doing. Jot down the things that you like. Jot down the things that you're good at. It may seem silly, but believe me, there's wealth in their fingers. There's wealth in your hands. There's wealth in your ability. There's wealth in you. You just don't know it yet. But listen, if you don't begin to get going, you'll never know what you can do. You're going to face knockbacks. You're going to face knockbacks. Even with me starting this channel and doing what I'm doing, I'm putting into practice what I'm encouraging you to do. I may not get many likes right now, and people may not be giving the thumbs up, and people may be looking and running ahead, and they don't know how they can help by just putting a like up there, making a comment. But hey, I am going to keep going because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe that there is wealth in our hands. I believe that there are things that we can do to help each other. There are things that we can do to push out what is God-given and what we have on the inside of us. So I am going to keep going, and I'm going to be encouraging you to do the same, to look beyond the comfort zone. And the comfort zone is a good place to get rid of. The comfort zone and what I'm sharing with you today, they don't work well together. The comfort zone is a place that causes you to curl up and to rely on what you've had, what you've done. how it's been. The comfort zone is all about don't do anything else. It's too much and I'm not up to it. But I want to tell you that if you will only just begin to put the comfort zone behind you and say, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do what I feel on the inside of me, but I've never felt the courage to do, and tell yourself, today is the day. Today is my day. Today is the day I'm going to get up and I'm going to make it happen for me. There are many churches who are simply relying on the tithe and the offering that is brought in. And yet, the kings are in the kingdom. The kings are in the house. And, it's for the leadership to begin to recognize that and to help the kings to recognize what is in their hand. What can they do? What is in their hand? Develop that kingship that's on the inside of individuals. Many people are going to churches and they're just sitting there, and the wealth that is in their hands is phenomenal. It's countless. It is there. The young and the old, it's ageless. It is in their hand. Some people with skills of writing, maybe poetry. Poetry doesn't take age. It's there. It's just there. It's the wealth of what's on the inside of individuals. And if churches can begin to help individuals to recognize that, hey, you've got some great skills going on there. Let me help you to develop. Let's talk it through. Let me help you. Sometimes it's about the confidence that individuals just don't have. They have the raw material, but they don't have the confidence to begin to think beyond themselves. They look at themselves and they say, I can never do that. Yet it's there. The wealth is on the inside of them. And the Bible says something really wonderful. It says your gift and your calling will make room for you. Your gift and your calling will make room for you. How's that going to happen? Get the confidence up. Help people to begin to think beyond where they've sat for years thinking that this is who I am. And yep, this is about all I can do. And we go to church and we clap our hands and we sing songs and we have a great time and we praise the Lord, and then we go home and it's much the same. There is more. There is more. There is more. And there's one person who will be watching this, and for ages she's been about making that barbecue sauce. Let me tell you, Anna, the summer is about done. And we're waiting for the barbecue sauce. We're waiting for that barbecue sauce with the label stuck on. And we're waiting to taste that barbecue. People are saying, oh, have you tasted Sister Anna's barbecue sauce? It is phenomenal. Anna, where are you with that barbecue sauce? We are waiting. The summer in England is like it's here and then it's gone. So you need to get in there quick with your barbecue sauce self. Hey, I'm speaking to you today and I'm putting it out there. We want to taste the BBQ sauce. Get it out there. Get it in the bottles. Get the labels on. Don't worry if it's not the creme de la creme right now and it's not up in Harrods. Get it up in the church. Get it up in the neighborhood. Get it sold. We're waiting for the barbecue sauce. And I speak to all of you out there with the skills, and you've been having the prompting in your heart for ages that, hey, I'd love to do this. I'd love to get this out there. Get it going. Get it going. It's in your hand. It's in your hand. The ingredients, it's in your hand. The know-how. If you don't have all the know-how, ask questions, Google, read, do whatever you need to do. But get going. Get going. Get started. I've got started. And I'm doing this because I've got started. I'm beginning to sell what I can sell. I'm even selling hair. Hey, not this one, mind you, not this one. But I'm beginning to sell hair. I'm trading up with China, Vietnam, India for some real nice hair. Hey, I'm doing what I can, because I realize that I'm doing what is in my hand. I'm doing everything I know how. I'm interior designing because it's something that I love. I'm doing what is in my hand. And I know that it's going to bring what they call the ROI, the return on investment. I know it's going to bring a return on investment. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. Find out what you're good at. Find out what you're skillful at. Find out what you lead in. Find out what you can use to bring a real solution to others. Put it out there. I guarantee that when you begin to put that out there, it's going to hit with such a force and such magnitude that people are going to say, where have you been? Where have you been with your barbecue self all this time? Where have you been with that which you're dishing out? Where have you been with all of that? I needed to hear that. I needed to see how you did that. I needed to hear what you're saying. So listen, I would say to you, find out what you're good at. Find out what you can do. And begin to do it. Get going. Get going. Churches, if there are any church leaders watching, it's okay. It's okay to have the offering. It's okay to do that. But you've got kings in your churches. You've got kings. You've got people that are raised up, people that are skillful. How about starting some classes in church, entrepreneurial classes that help people? I guarantee you're going to find people suddenly, the light bulb switches on, and people are going to be saying, yeah, I want to join a group like that. When I started my entrepreneurial group in my church, people that were just quietly sitting minding their own business, suddenly it's like their conversations began to change. It's like, oh, I went jogging today and now I'm looking at properties. I'm looking at the for sale signs, and I'm looking at my savings, and I'm looking at what I can do. Another person went and started to print up her business cards. Another one started to say, I did write a book, but I put it under the back burner. Hey, girlfriends, boyfriends, everybody out there, let me tell you, start getting people fired up and raising up the kings that's on the inside of them. The kingdom of God calls for what God has put on the inside of men and women. It is more than just going to church and sitting down. We went to a leadership breakfast the other day, and one of them pulled out their business card and says, yeah, look at this. I'm starting up a coaching group. And, she's a head of year in her school. And so she's doing coaching in the educational field. I'm thinking, hey, girl, go do your thing. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. And there are lots more. There's another one who's been making facial cream with all sorts of wonderful, beautiful oils. Listen, I'm telling you what's in your hand. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm telling you. I'm encouraging you. I'll pull back on that. I'm encouraging you to begin to look at what's in your hand and get excited about what's in your hand. Sitting on your dreams for years and years. It's been in you to do certain things. You've just been sitting. What are you waiting for? Nobody's going to come and help you up unless you decide that, listen, I got to do this. And today is the day. So listen, what is in your hand? Begin to shine. Begin to think it through. Begin to put pen to paper and jot it down and look at that picture as to what you enjoy doing and what is in your hands. I'm going to be coming with more like this. And if you want to hear more like this, then I'm going to encourage you to subscribe today. Now, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Give the thumbs up, a like. And Mercedes is going to be back in your corner with more videos like this. Okay, folks? So listen, over and out.